You want to know why most people stay exactly where they are? They chase the flash. They wait for the bolt of motivation. They seek the energy, the rush, the feeling. They believe progress is a mountain you leap over, not a mountain you climb one deliberate step at a time. But not me. I've built everything you see not in days of glory, but in years of silence. And I did it without passion, because passion is what they use to sell you a quick fix, a temporary high, a dangerous illusion. So listen to me now. If you want to build something that lasts, if you want wealth, freedom, an unshakable mind, then you must stop waiting for motivation. You must learn to think like an architect. Let's get something straight. You don't need to be the smartest mind in the room. You don't need to be charismatic or lucky or start with a mountain of resources. You only need one thing, the clock. Control of your daily schedule, control of your commitments, control of the 60 minutes you spend alone before the world wakes up. That's what makes you dangerous. Not the big idea, not the loud launch. Consistency. I've watched men with genius-level IQs fail and quit because they couldn't endure the silence of the small, daily repetition. You ever watch a man obsessed with a new plan? Screaming about his big leap, acting like he's already won. I've seen it 1,000 times, and every time it ends the same way, burnt out, distracted, defeated. The motivated man is brittle, and the brittle man is easy to break. You interrupt his flow, he gets angry. You give him a setback, he falls apart. That's not strength, that's slavery, slavery to impulse, slavery to the need for immediate reward, slavery to his own fleeting mood. But me? You could throw the entire week's plan into chaos, and I'll simply look at the board, adjust the coordinates, and proceed with the next task. I control the process, and you're still checking the weather. There are two kinds of momentum, the one you push, and the one that pulls you. The second one is harder to achieve. When I first started, every day felt like I was pushing a boulder uphill. I had nothing but a cold desk and the refusal to quit. Every task felt insignificant, every hour a slow crawl. But did I stop? Did I wait for inspiration? No. I harnessed the inertia. I turned the tedious into ritual. And that's what you must do. You don't run from the boring. You don't wallow in the triviality. You use it. You refine it into a system. And then the system works for you, independent of your mood. Let me give you a secret. Your work, it's your mask, your weapon, your fortress. Never let the world see the effort. I've sat across from competitors who showed me their complicated strategies and their passionate drives. I let them talk, because I was already 50 steps ahead. Not because I was smarter, but because I did the one small thing they skipped yesterday, and the day before, and the week before that. When they blinked, when they realized my output was relentless and effortless, I knew I'd already won. Control your routine, lad, and you control the timeline. Effort only matters when it compounds. Consistency is lethal. Let me ask you, what do you serve? Novelty? Convenience? Immediate pleasure? Or do you serve the schedule? Because I do the work when it needs to be done. I don't chase the new trend. I build a permanent pillar. Routine is not a cage. It's your armor. It's your discipline. It's your highest religion. If you can control your impulses, you become untouchable. While other men waste time arguing over methods, chasing likes, or waiting for the perfect moment, you're building. And in 5 years you'll be on the 50th floor, and they'll still be looking for the elevator. There was a time when a critical project failed. A complete, public disaster. The emotional response was to panic, to blame, to retreat. But I didn't. I didn't lash out. I smiled, ordered my tea, and made my team believe it was only a data point. Then, when the chaos had subsided, I simply took the failure, analyzed the process, and went back to work the next day. No drama, no chaos, just strategy. You treat setbacks as new information, not personal attacks. The work is best served continuous. The world is not meant to give you a clear path. It's meant to put obstacles in your way, to create friction, to expose your weak spots. So stop looking for an easier life. Start looking for the next task. Because steel, it's born from fire and hammer blows. The master is born from endless repetition. Let the tedious become familiar. Let the discomfort forge your resilience. You don't grow in bursts of inspiration. You grow in the steady, monotonous rhythm of the work. That's why I keep the log, that's why I track the input, and that's why I win. You think legacy is loud? It isn't. It's built in the same quiet hour every day, when no one's watching, when the world is sleeping, and you're still working. I didn't become the architect by having one brilliant day. I became him by showing up on 1,000 ordinary ones. Calculating while they were celebrating. And now they speak of my results with confusion, with awe. Legacy isn't found, it's earned, and it begins the moment you decide to stop living for the emotional high and start submitting to the consistency of the process. So what now? You've heard my words. You felt the conviction in every line. But words mean nothing without action. So I ask you, are you done waiting for motivation? Are you ready to submit to the schedule, to move with the quiet force of a machine? Then here's your mission: identify one task you must do every day, and never, ever miss it. Master the next 24 hours. Do not celebrate the highs. Do not mourn the lows. Just execute. Because from this day forward, you're not a sprinter. You're a marathoner. I don't beg for energy. I don't rely on luck. I just do the work. I repeat. I finish. That's the architect's method. Master it, and the world will simply be left to marvel at your results. Now go build.